Maybe it's this fight that's unrunnable. Maybe we'll just destroy all these guys. I mean, the experience is going to be pretty real because we've only got 2 characters. These things I don't want to fight. Looks like they traded their Squint ability, which is an insta-death, for Glance, which I'm pretty sure is Petrification. So they traded one insta-kill for another, basically. I don't want Sam to die before we get to the Agamas. That would just be silly. I always thought you could not run from Wiz-Ogres, but I'm wrong about stuff. A lot. Alright, Pile. Alright, cutting it close there. Where was that 6 hits before? We should be seeing 8 hits pretty soon. I need to put them up in the top 2 spots so healing goes a little quicker. Let's do that real quick. Not the 3rd spot. That would just be dumb. I don't know what level he gets his next hits on, but that's going to be like the break point. Once he starts getting 8 hits consistently instead of 6. That's going to be the breakaway point on these Agamas. We'll get there. Gonna be good. And then the carry fight. Like, I'm trying to think, how could carry ruin all this wonderful, wonderful grinding we're doing here? Like, what could possibly... The only thing I could think of, because no damage spell is going to get through a ribbon. It doesn't matter what damage spells she has. She can't have... Oh, you know what? She can have nuke. I think there is one nuke in the regular enemy pool somewhere. I think Evil Mans have nuke. But aside from that, none of the just pure damage attacks are going to do enough damage through a ribbon to make it scary. And that just leaves the insta-death attacks. Rub, XXXX. I don't think there's any Bane. There is a Crack, which is an insta-death. An Earthquake spell. That's in there somewhere. And those spells, it's not likely that they'll hit through the Pro Ring and the Ribbon Protection, but it is possible. So that's how carry could really ruin my day. That's not going to happen, though. That's not what's going to happen at all. Sam's going to get his spell here. Then we'll take his armor off and put him in the front. And then we're going to solo Agamas for a minute. And then when we're down to maybe 20 potions or so... Yeah, he's got fast now. Okay, so... So it's time to kill him off. He'll gain one more level just somewhere before the end of the game, I'm sure. Alright, Sam. Bring us on home. Probably in the Sea Shrine. We'll get a lot of experience in the Sea Shrine. It's a good place to get it. Sam's like, one more for the road before I bite the dust, please. And that's it for Sam. Okay. Alright, Pile. 5,000 a fight. Here we go. I like the chance to strike first. This is why you put the black belt in the party. This would work in a... I think in vanilla, Agamas have a spell, like a heat spell. I think it's heat. I can't really remember, but I think they can do something. But against a solo character, that is weaker than just regular attacking. So, if you need a grind spot in Final Fantasy 1, this is your spot, and you can reach this after you kill Lich. You've got to get through Lich. But once you do, you can come here, and, I mean, you're not going to gain as much experience per battle as I am, because the randomizer does inflate your experience a little bit. You can set it to inflate your experience a lot. You can set it to get like 10 times experience. I think it set it double the experience plus 100 experience per monster. So early in the game, the bonus is much more noticeable than it is later in the game. Because early in the game, that plus 100 per monster is an enormous amount. It means like even imps are going to level you up a great deal. But later in the game, that 100 is less noticeable, but the double experience is still a goodly amount. Doesn't really make the game easier because, I mean, experts at the game don't stop to grind anyway. What it does is it just makes the game a little more user-friendly, because Randomizer, you're meant to play it repeatedly. Every time you play it, it's I'm not going to say a new experience. It's not the same kind of fresh start you get from like a Zelda 1 Randomizer, but it changes the nature of the game into a treasure hunt rather than just going through the motions. Which kind of brings me just to the topic of randomizers in general. There are a lot of them now. When I did the Zelda 1 Randomizer Let's Play a couple years ago, there weren't a lot. There was Zelda 1, there was 2 different Super Metroid randomizers, and that was basically it. But since that Let's Play, since I did that, these randomizers have become incredibly popular among speedrunning communities because they bring such freshness to a game that experts at that game can get a fresh taste of every time they boot it up. It's kind of the same appeal as, well, any random game. Any roguelike game. The Binding of Isaac or NetHack or anything. Like, even after you know a lot about those games, they're still fun to play because, yeah, it's fundamentally the same game, but your decision tree is going to be different based on what you find or where you find it. I would say the barrier to entry for a randomizer like this, though, is higher than something like NetHack. Like NetHack, Binding of Isaac, I mean, even stuff like Curse of the Necrodancer, all the roguelites and such out there. The learning curve is all about just learning how the game works, what the various items and options do, and how to make good decisions about what you find. That's the core of the game. Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer, or The Link to the Past, or Zelda 2, or Dragon Warrior is another popular one that I see a lot, is much different in the sense that you have to already be an expert at the game before the randomization elements are going to appeal to you. Especially in Final Fantasy 1, like, NPCs will just lie to you in the randomizer. The NPC dialogue isn't changed at all, which means that if you're playing the game for the first time, none of that stuff is going to make any sense. The only randomizer I've played, and I've played all of the ones that I just mentioned, plus there are more out there that I'm sure I'm forgetting. I think at one point I saw somebody working on... I know there's Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer. I don't know if it was a joke, but I saw somebody in somebody's Twitch chat mention, oh yeah, I'm working on a Legacy of the Wizard randomizer. Which, first of all, that doesn't make any sense to you because you have no idea what Legacy of the Wizard is, statistically speaking. It's just an old, mean NES game. I have a Let's Play of it on my channel years ago. Go ahead and Google that up. But it's a game, like, to be an expert at Legacy of the Wizard, you're already in, like, 1% of 1% of all players who have ever played Legacy of the Wizard. You know what I mean? Like, you're already at that super high level. Alright, I think it might be time just to break and run. Level 30 is not that high, but I want to make sure I have enough heal potions to get through this carry fight. There's one more treasure box on this floor, but it's guarded by 2 spiked squares, and I don't want to deal with them. The only randomizer I think would have appeal above and beyond being an expert at the game is the Zelda 1 randomizer. If you don't go crazy with the randomization, if you don't make it super duper hard, like if you just mix up like the item locations and things, and you turn on useful hints, the game is still really good. So we're going to defense, probably twice. Yeah, we want to defense twice. And then we're going to power twice, because now she can't hit us. But if she's got X, 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 and it gets through my pro ring, then that's GG. But it's not going to come to that. Carrie's going down. That was without fast, by the way. Alright, time to bring everybody back up and go to the Sea Shrine. Oh, and restock heal potions. And re-equip Sam. But the Zelda 1 randomizer is unique in that the game really lends itself really well to being randomized. Like, it's surprising how well it works. And the randomizer is developed enough and has enough, like the default options make for a really good experience without making it too stupidly difficult. And the randomizer also makes the hints useful. So NPCs, the game isn't any more cryptic with the randomizer on than not, as long as you have the useful hints turned on. And you don't have, like, a swordless option checked, you know? But yeah, keep the sword in the starting room. And you're pretty much good as far as Zelda 1 randomizer goes. So I think somebody who's never played Zelda 1 before can still get some use out of the Zelda 1 randomizer. I gotta find my gold bracelets. Were they in Melmond? I don't know. They were not. They must have been in Crescent Lake. But yeah, I'm going to need those. That's going to be important armor to have when we get to the Temple of the Fiends. We're not going to find better armor for the mages. The gold bracelets is the best that they're going to get. And I think I'm going to give the opal bracelet to Sam, because Goat is not as useful, which means we're not going to be able to use that black shirt. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we gotta sell some stuff first. We can sell... No, not Pile. We're gonna sell Yo Silva. And we're gonna sell Yo Silva. Whoops. And we're gonna buy gold for you. And we're gonna buy gold for you. No, I guess Pyle needs to keep the opal bracelet. And you need your equipment back. Alright, Sea Shrine ain't got nothing on us. And like I said, I think there's one treasure box that's really easy to check in the Sea Shrine. Oh, we don't have to go to Ice Cave, we don't have to go to Ordeals. That's so nice. And we can do Earth Cave in one trip. And we don't have to do any treasure hunting in Earth Cave. So, to the extent that you can skip the Earth Cave at all, we're skipping the Earth Cave. And we found our TNT on the top floor of the Marsh Cave. So, as dungeons go, it kind of doesn't get better than this. Now, you know, since we're going to hit an inn, go ahead and Thor. Well, there's heat, at least. So I think we get 2 more chances to find our Aegis shield. Because there's 2 more treasure boxes that are just on the way. There's no reason to not just swing in and check them real quick. We have enough fast. We have enough nuke. Yeah, I'm liking the end of this run. It's really going to come down to how trolly the end bosses are in the Temple of the Fiends when we get there. Because, my god, they can be trolly, sir. If they want to, they can really ruin your day. I wish the good people of Onrak would send some goddamn loggers out and clear away a spot for me to land my airship next to their dumb little town. Wouldn't that be nice? Alright, we're going to save here. And we're going to go down to Kraken. And we're not going to have Ruse for Kraken 1, but we might have it for Kraken 2. It depends on how many levels Lars gains. We're going to be really aggressive with taking monsters in the Sea Shrine. Because we want 1 more level on Sam, and we want enough levels on Lars that he can use his Ruse spell.
Shoutouts to Super Scabot for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who makes my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.